Hello and welcome to Communication Connection. I'm Terry Likes. Thank you so much for joining us. The Magnolia Film Festival is coming up with a really exciting agenda, and here to talk with us about that and other things pertaining to media is broadcast instructor Chris Misun. Chris, thank you so much for joining us here on Communication Connection.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, before we get to the festival, you have had an interesting career in the media. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you became an instructor at Mississippi State.
I attended film school at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, and worked on a entertainment business degree there as well. And after finishing college, I went back to Wisconsin and helped start a TV station. So we were a local station in northern Wisconsin, and that gave me a lot of opportunities. I got to work as a commercial producer, a photographer, sports photographer, sports anchor, reporter, pretty much everything. When you have a small TV station like that, you get a lot of great opportunities and gave me a lot of good experience. And so that station, we actually moved all of our crew. After the station shut down, we went to Duluth, Minnesota, and started a Fox affiliate news station up there in 2007. And again, I got another great set of opportunities there, getting to work again as a sports photographer and reporter. And then at some point, they decided that it might be a good idea to put me on air on a regular basis, which was kind of confusing at first because they asked me to do weather. So I have so much respect for all of our students that go through geoscience and work in meteorology because it is a tough job. But I did weekend weather for 6 months on Sunday nights at that Fox affiliate in Duluth. And then I moved down to Mississippi and was the head of the department for video at PV Electronics, and then moved into marketing and creative for a local firm in Meridian, and managed about 13 different companies all over the United States, and did their graphic design, managed budgets, shot and wrote commercials, radio ads, all kinds of things. So it was kind of a jack of all trades type of job, which was really great because I got a lot of good experience there as well. And from there, I moved to Starkville to work as a senior producer at the television center here on campus, and that opened the door for me to be able to teach a section of advanced TV production each semester. And I just found a real passion for teaching and being able to give the students, a glimpse into all the experience that I've gained in all these different positions that I've had. And when a full-time instructor position opened up, I took the opportunity to apply for that. And I've just really enjoyed every second of being able to work with the students now on more of a full-time basis.
Well, you certainly bring a lot of experience to the classroom, and I know the students appreciate it. And with all of that said, you have an exciting new role that you're taking on in addition to your teaching duties. Tell us about your new role with the Magnolia Film Festival.
Yes, I felt I had too much free time on my hands with all the teaching, and so I was approached about working with the Magnolia Film Festival, and I had worked with them in 2020 as a screener for films. And that's something that we look for every year, is just people to watch the films that get submitted to the festival. We get over 320 films every year, and there's a lot of people that we need to be able to watch those films. And so that kind of got me into the culture of it and meeting some of the folks. And it was a really exciting time when that festival happened. It was right before COVID hit. And so I got to interview filmmakers for a podcast I was working on at the time. And it was just a really great experience to kind of get involved. And so I did the same thing the next year and screened some films. And so that gave me another opportunity just to be a part of the festival. And so it was exciting when I was approached to apply for the director position. And I was shocked when, they told me that they had selected me. And now I've just been on this exciting ride of trying to figure out how the film festivals work and represent the longest running film festival here in Mississippi.
Well, it's a great opportunity for you to put your broadcast and media background to use. And of course, the university always appreciates it when the faculty are involved with service to the community and the region. So it's a win-win for everyone involved, it looks like. And for the festival, it's celebrating now its 25th year and certainly has a rich history, the longest, oldest running festival of its kind here in the state, and certainly has a great reputation worldwide, doesn't it, among the filmmakers?
Yes, we pull from filmmakers all over the world. Ron Tibbett started the film festival in 1997, and it's amazing to have this continue running. Ron tragically passed away, uh, and so his legacy is still staying with the festival. Volunteers that have been with him since the very beginning are still putting in a ton of hard work to make sure that we continue to have this festival every year. And so we're really excited to be able to celebrate our 25th annual, and we look forward to celebrating more and more of these milestones as we go along.
We were able to see the dates a moment ago on that slide that appeared on the screen, but as people who would like to attend, and I know a lot of people are wanting to get out and do some things, tell us about the 3-day event and what they might expect.
Yeah, this year we wanted to do something a little bit different because we're celebrating this 25th annual. And so we're going to have three different locations throughout the Golden Triangle area. Ron started this in West Point, and so we wanted to reach out even further beyond that. And so we're going to have our opening night at the Melco Theater in Columbus, Mississippi, and that'll be on Thursday night, February 24th. And then Friday night, we're going to bring back what we had last year, which was the drive-in theater experience, and we're going to have that at the Mississippi Horse Park, just south here of campus. And I think that's going to be a really exciting time for people to get that experience, that nostalgia. We're going to have some food trucks there and some different kind of entertainment for the folks. They can meet filmmakers. There will be a little tent for them to meet with them, but to get to experience the films on a big 22-foot screen. And then on Saturday, we'll have our all-day event at the UEC here in Starkville, where we'll have a family-friendly show in the morning, and then an afternoon screening matinee, and then in the evening we'll have our final screening and awards.
Well, it sounds great. And of course, as you said, the word nostalgia I think is appropriate because I think in recent years people have felt a sense of nostalgia, especially for the drive-in element. So you mentioned earlier your work with students, and I think it wouldn't be a major event in this region without Mississippi State University being involved. And in this particular case, public relations students from the Department of Communication are involved. A group called Prism, which stands for the Public Relations Integrated Student Media, a PR student agency, if you will, is involved. Tell us about how they are lending a helping hand in this regard.
The Prism students have been amazing. They have been so helpful with our social media. That's one of the things that can be very challenging, when you're trying to manage all these, different things that are happening with the festival as I'm learning. But having students manage the social media, they take it on with, so much excitement, and it gets them excited about the film festival. It's giving us that perspective of what, audience members at their age would be interested in, and just really gives them a good real world experience to work with this nonprofit organization that's local, and that they can see the final product when we have our festival at the end of February.
Well, we always like to root for the home team, so I know that there are local films that are going to be represented, student productions as well as our colleagues here at the Television Center here on campus who've been doing some great award-winning work. So tell us about some of these local productions we can expect to see.
Yeah, we're very excited to have Mississippi State representation in the film festival. The Last Supermarket, a documentary produced by James Parker and David Garraway at the Television Center, is going to be shown at the festival, as well as music video from Jonah Holland for Floridato's song On Our Own, and then a music video that was produced by students in my class last semester for Brandon Green, a song called Float. And so that was an amazing experience for the students to have. They all worked together on putting that project together. And so I'm really excited that they're going to get to be represented at the film festival. And and they got in on their own merits. It wasn't me, putting any kind of word in about it. These get judged by people all over the country, and so that's really great that they put in the effort and are getting recognized for it.
Well, and elaborating on that, you mentioned the student productions, and you had a unique opportunity last year, approached by Boswell Media and a songwriters contest, to where it spawned this music video production class. So tell us a little bit more about that process, another unique experience for students on campus.
Yeah, I had produced a music video for an artist that regularly competes in the Mississippi Songwriter Competition, Emily White. And Melissa Boswell had seen the video and was very excited about it and was wondering if that was something that we could bring to the winners of the Mississippi Songwriter Competition. And so, through some discussion, we put together a class that could produce that music video. And so Brandon Green had won this last year's competition, and the students got a chance to work with him, run their ideas by him. The way the class structured was that each student, we had about 7 to 8 students, and they all put together their own original idea for the music video. And then we presented those to Brandon, and he kind of picked the one that he liked the most. And then the students split off into different job duties for that music video, and then all put together their own version of an edit for that video, and then let Brandon choose again. So it was really exciting to see that we shot one video, and then you have 7 different versions of that music video at the end, and they were all very different, but very good as well.
Well, in addition to that, you also have a creative services production class, and that is unique. It's similar to the Prism experience, where students can actually work with clients on a production side of things. And as if you're not busy enough, you still maintain your role actively in the media and freelance production. I know you mentioned before we started this broadcast, you were working the Ole Miss game. So tell us a little bit about how you work to stay active and current. And I know that's important to bring those current skills to the classroom.
Yeah, that's definitely the way that I look at it, is making sure that I'm, up to date on what kind of production techniques are happening, the technology, and part of that comes from working with the SEC network and Hale State broadcast operations here on campus. It gives me an opportunity to, stay fresh, and I really enjoy it. It's kind of more of a hobby than a job for me. So when people ask what my hobby is, it's, running camera for these different events, because I've worked football, volleyball, basketball, soccer, baseball, a lot of different sports. And it gave me an opportunity to work with ESPN this year. And so that lets me open the door to the students as well. I open that up to my Intro to TV production class, that they can come in and have an opportunity to shadow with the folks, here on campus. And so we actually have some students that are now working into shadowing. They'll shadow me this weekend, working a basketball game on Sunday, and throughout the next week, and really give them that opportunity to see how this works, and give them a chance to do it in the future.
Well, Chris, as we come full circle, tell us how we can find out a little bit more about the Magnolia Film Festival. Where can people go to find out more information here in our final seconds?
You can follow us on social media at Mag Film Fest, and our website, magnoliafilmfest.com. And we'll be posting updates on films that have been selected as we get close to the festival dates, and then we'll also have tickets available online as well.
Well, Chris Misun has been our guest to talk about the Magnolia Film Festival. Chris, thank you so much for your time. We greatly look forward to the events, and thank you for watching here on Communication Connection. I'm Terry Likes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.